Hi guys, my name is Zach Young. I am the Director of Marketing here at Preferred Real Estate Brokers, and I'm so glad that you guys have been seeing our videos recently. And I thought I would just kind of come out of the light a little bit, and I would just share with you guys some of the stuff that I'm working on and some of the stuff that I teach the realtors here at the Preferred Real Estate Brokers, okay? And today, we're going to be kind of going over something that's very important when I'm talking about Facebook ads, okay? So I know a lot of you guys run Facebook ads, and I know you guys do a lot of Facebook boosts. But I really want to kind of debunk a lot of things, demystify Facebook ads, and allow a lot of you guys to really figure out what is, because there is no, one size fits all, but really what is the best marketing objective and what is the best route in which to take your ads, to take your business, and will make you the most successful, okay? And so we're going to maybe make this a series, but for right now, I want to make sure that you guys know that there is a very different path you can take with Facebook ads. And this determines a lot about not only your skill set, but also your time and how much work you want to put into this. So let's go into it, okay? So this is it right here. As you guys can see, this is the beginning of it. Now, for some of you guys that don't know how you get here, you literally you'll see this on the Facebook, like the normal Facebook, your homepage, like wherever you're at. There's going to be a little arrow on the right-hand side. Just click on that, and it'll say something. You scroll down here, it'll say something like manage ads or create ads if you haven't created any before. Okay. Should take you to here. If not, you just click here on Ads Manager. And this is our dummy account, so you won't see any ads we're running. But what you can do is click on this green button right here and click Create. Okay. So now what we're going to do, like I said, I'm going to walk you guys through some of the marketing objectives that you guys need to be thinking about when turning on these ads, because they're very, very different and they do a lot of different things. So let's go into it real fast. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I'm going to show you guys the pros and cons of each of the most useful marketing objectives that I found. Okay, so just know there are other marketing objectives that we're not going to cover in today's video. Some of them are maybe either too much, too advanced, and it will take me all day to explain, or maybe they just aren't really not that good. They're not useful for your business. Okay, so let's go over some of the easier ones and also some of the ones that are really applicable to your business starting today. All right, so I got this little quick little presentation here for you guys, and let me go ahead and let's hit present. So you guys can see this here. The first section is just the marketing objective. And let's go right into it. So the first one here is traffic. Now, what this means, okay, so let's just explain real quick what traffic is. Traffic is you taking people from Facebook, okay, the Facebook ad, the Facebook post, right? And from there, you are driving those people to your website or to a link, an outbound link outside of Facebook, okay? So whether it's a website, a landing page, a blog, an article, like whatever it is, it's outbound link, right? It's going out of Facebook, okay? And that's what traffic is. So basically, what you're telling Facebook is, Facebook, I want you to optimize my ads, and I want you to show my ads to people that are most likely going to click on the link to whatever it is that I'm sending them to. That's really what it is, okay? So again, it's taking it, the algorithm, and it's saying, okay, I want to go to those people. Right, the people that are more likely to click. Now, let's go to the pros, the pros. Okay, so the first one here is retargeting. Now, retargeting itself is a bit of a complex concept, so I'm sorry to kind of start out the gate with something complex, but real fast here, show of hands, right? How many of you guys have been to a website and then later on come back to Facebook and then you see an ad for a product or a service, either that product or service that you went to or something similar. But so like you go, Google Home Depot and you Google hammers, you go to Home Depot's website and then later on you just see a bunch of ads for hammers, okay? You are being retargeted. Basically what that is, when someone comes to your website, there's a little bit of a piece of code that fires, and it's basically a little piece of code that Facebook allows us marketers and website owners to attach to our websites. And from there, when that little piece of code activates, it says, one of our Facebook users was on your website. So now we can say, okay, Facebook, we would like to run our ads back to those people that you just told us were on our website, okay? Now, the cool thing about this is it doesn't have to be just with Facebook, okay? So if they're inside of Facebook and they go to your website, if you have other websites, so Instagram, well, Instagram's part of Facebook, Google, YouTube, Pinterest, Pandora, Spotify, right? Like any platform that allows you to run ads on it, you can attach those pieces of code to your website. And a cool little neat trick I'm going to teach you guys here is that the average person needs to, this is a little gold nugget, so write this down. The average person needs to hear something 7 times before they're willing to take an action. So what that means is that if you have a website user they come on from Facebook to your website, and then you send an ad back to them later on, right? They need to hear something 7 times before they're willing to take an action. Well, if you run an ad, let's say once a week, that takes 7 weeks for you to get there, right? 7 ads that you're going to have to run over 7 weeks for them to hear your ad 7 times if you keep retargeting them over and over again, which is why you guys keep seeing those ads over and over again. But by the time 7 weeks is up, they might be done with the home buying process. So what you can do is you can attach multiple pieces of code to your website from different platforms, and then you can retarget them on, let's say, 7 different platforms. So in one day, they could see your message 7 times and take action in the first day. Really cool, okay? The second thing is this, is website user data. For instance, if you come onto a website here in the US, it's a little different in Europe, but in the US, we are allowed to track IP addresses. What that means is I can see where you're at in the world, not exactly, but on general level. So just know that it's a little creepy, but it's what all websites do now. Okay, so I definitely recommend getting your website to be able to do that as well. You can also see if you have a CRM, right? We use a CRM here. We have properties. We can see that the properties they looked at, so we have a better idea of what to send them and how to better engage them. And then you can also see what lead actions have taken, right? What actions have they taken on your website? You should have notifications set up. Now the cons. A lot of times you can get wrong information, right? Unless they're signing in with Facebook or signing in with Google, even then sometimes it's wrong. But for the most part, people know now they can put in whatever email and phone number they want to when they go to your website. So you can get wrong information. Now, the other con is this, is that it has a lower conversion ratio than others, right? So the amount of people and when I say conversion ratio, I just mean the amount of people that came from Facebook, right? They landed on your website, okay? So they made it to your website, and then from those people that landed on your website, how many of them actually took the action that you wanted them to take, right? Setting an appointment, giving you their information. A lot of times we see lower conversion ratios, and there's a number of reasons for that. And I won't go too deep into that, honestly, but just know that on a general level, we do see that lower, okay? The next one is going to be engagement. Now, engagement, I like this one a lot. There's pros and cons for both of this. So engagement. Engagement is, in a shortness, engagement is basically the amount of people that have engaged with your ad or your post, right? They clicked on it, they commented on it, they liked it, they did something with it, okay? And even just a click counts. Right, just to see more about it, maybe. So that's really cool. The pros, okay, so let's go into this, can get the most retargeting of people from one traffic source. Let me explain that real fast. So if you are retargeting people that make it all the way to your website, well, they have to take a few actions before they can get to your website. They have to click on the link, maybe. They have to click on the Learn Now button. And they have to get redirected and taken out of Facebook. You're going to have a lot less people that are willing to go outside of Facebook than people that are more willing to just click on the post and just see what's going on with it, right? A video, or click that read more button, whatever it is. You're going to get a lot more clicks on people knowing that they're not going to leave Facebook. They just want to see what the post is. Now, the cool thing about that is Facebook says, well, they clicked on it, so we're going to allow you to retarget them, what we talked about earlier, which means I get to retarget way more people than if I ever did using traffic, right? With the exact same amount of money, it'd be a lot more people. And I can show you guys examples of that if we have a little bit of time at the end of the video here. Now, the second pro is can it reach the most people of it can reach the most people of other marketing objectives we're going to cover today, right? What I just said is it's kind of the same concept, right? It can reach the most people because we're not optimizing just for the people that are going to click on link clicks or just the people that are going to send our page a message. No, it's going to optimize for everybody that wants to engage with that post. Now, the cons. is traditionally a low conversion ratio, right? So if I'm not sending somebody to a website where they need to put in their information, or I'm not sending them a message, or I'm not sending them, wherever it is that to capture their information and to get a hold of them, a lot of times people are, either looky-loos, or, they want to see how to redesign their kitchen, right? Or maybe they are serious about it, but they don't have the right way to take action because you're not giving it to them, right? You're just putting up a post. There's really no call to action. There's no link. This is why we see low conversion ratios. There's no real place that you're really putting in the work, right? Or you're putting in the spot that says, hey, this is where to contact me, or this is where to get your information so I can get my information from you, right? So that's what we see. Another thing from cons is it takes longer to see results, this being your only objective. Now, I've had to put that in there, this being the only objective, because if you use a mix of different objectives, it can definitely work. And that's what I teach my realtors here at Preferred. So if you'd like to learn more about that, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to have you in one of our classes. But it does take longer, right? Because like I said, lower conversion ratios are going to mean, that you're going to see less results. All right. Simple as that. And so you really need to make sure that, it's a good long-term strategy in a lot of different ways. And again, I teach more about what that means. But as short-term, it's going to take you a while to see some results for sure. Okay. The next one I like to talk about is video views, okay? The pros for video views. Oh, real fast here. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory, but, video views is the amount of people that viewed your video. Simple as that, okay? Now, keep this in mind. That Facebook does autoplay videos, okay? So if you're scrolling through your timeline, it does count it as a video view, which is a bit of a bummer, but I think it's 3 seconds. So if they scroll right past it, it doesn't count, okay? That's good. Because it won't be charged. But for the most part, right, video views it's important to keep that in mind, that they are automatically playing. So, sometimes you get those people that watch 5-10 seconds and they're really just bored. They're really just doing something with their day. So they're not always the highest intention people, but it's kind of similar to engagement in the sense that no one has to click, right? No one has to go anywhere outside of Facebook. So you get a lot of video views and you get a lot more people to retarget. Now, the pros here, let's go into this. I'm going to explain what I mean by this. So there's a cool feature, and I'll maybe show you guys how to do that in another video here, but there's a great feature in here where you can basically tell Facebook, I want the people who finished a certain percentage of that video, right? They watched maybe 80% of the video, 90% of the video. And why would we do that? Well, this is a cool little trick for all your realtors. Again, I'm going to drop another little golden nugget for you, okay? At the beginning of your videos, whatever it is that you're talking about, either your product, your service, maybe the house, whatever it is, you need to let them know that the thing that they are there to view, the thing that they are there to get, whatever the information is, whatever it is, that they want, or maybe leverage that you have, you need to let them know that will be at the end of the video, right? And now we're able to disqualify a lot of people that are there just for the pretty pictures or the pretty video or maybe your smile, right? We want people that are interested in our product or our service. So if we tell them, hey, all the information, the contact information or the property information or the program information, whatever it is, all that will be at the end of the video. Stick around to the end. Either they fast forward to the end, which is not a big deal, or they watch it to the end. But either way, they made it to the end. And therefore, you can tell Facebook, I would like you to retarget those people only. And now you're not retargeting people that are probably wasting your time. Another thing is you can do what's called a lookalike audience. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but you can tell Facebook, all right, so stay with me, guys. But so the people, right, the people that finished my video, they maybe made it to 90% of my video. It's maybe, let's say it's 1,000 people, okay? So 1,000 people make it to 90% of my video. They complete 90% of it. Well, I would like to run an ad back to those people, all right? Simple enough. But I would also like Facebook to find people that look like, right, a lookalike audience. They look like the same people. I want them to have the same maybe income, interest, hobbies, affinity with me, whatever it is. I want Facebook to find those people and give them to me. And the cool part is instead of retargeting everybody and then saying, hey, Facebook, I want you to give me an audience that looks like everybody that's ever seen one of my ads, I want you to give me people that look like the people that have finished my ads. And now your intention of your audience, the intention for them to do business with you, just got increased. That's what I really like about video views. The cons, okay? Video has to be done correctly and have lots of factors and time put into it to make it successful quickly, all right? So yes, over time, yeah, almost all video is, I shouldn't say that, but over time, yes, all video can do well. To be done successfully, to get the results you want, you have to have a lot of things. You have to have good lighting, you have to have good audio, you have to have good value, you have to be entertaining with that value, and you have to have a good personality that people actually enjoy a lot of times, especially if you're going to be on camera. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, plus the time of recording, editing, and publishing video, right? Like, simple as that. So there's a lot that goes into video, and I don't recommend it for beginners or people that are definitely camera shy maybe. But like I said, there's just so many different factors. So that's just one of those things that I teach my realtors about, how to go about navigating video views, because it is very, very, very good marketing objective to go after. It just requires a bit more training. This one I hear is called lead generation. Now, what this is actually pretty cool. What Facebook does is they decided, okay, well, all these people here are posting these ads, and then they have a link to their website, and then the people click on the link, and then they go to their website. What if instead of them clicking on something and going to a website, they stayed inside of Facebook, okay? They clicked on something, they went inside of Facebook, and that landing page, that page where they landed on that website, let's just make it look like kind of similar to our Facebook page. And that's what they did. So they made what's called a landing page, right, inside of Facebook. And basically, when you click on the link, it takes them to a picture of whatever it is you want, a quick little description, and then for that information that they want, they have to put in their name, phone number, email. Now, why is this good? Okay, so let's go into the pros. This has the highest percentage of correct phone numbers and emails. The reason is Facebook allows them to autofill their information, okay? So if I can autofill, where I can click one button and it'll allow my information to be populated into Facebook or into this, landing page, well, then I'm gonna do it, because it's less effort on my part than actually typing out a fake email and phone number, right? People always want to choose the laziest option or the easiest road, which is awesome for you, okay? And since I have to have a correct phone number and email to create a Facebook account, you're going to get the correct information. That doesn't always happen, but there's a few little nuances to that. But at the end of the day, this is the highest percentage of correct phone numbers and emails you can get from all these marketing objectives, okay? Another pro is this, through using, I'll give you guys another little gold nugget, Zapier, okay, Zapier.com. It's what's called an API, so we won't go too deep into what's API, but basically what that means is that you can use Facebook plus Zapier and then your CRM, whatever it is that you're using, to actually take those leads that you get from Facebook and automatically import them into your CRM with all the data you need, right? Their name, phone number, email, maybe the properties they were looking at, whatever it is, okay? A lot of really cool stuff. So that's important. The cons, okay? It has traditionally the highest cost per lead. Not only do you getting correct phone numbers and emails, but they're also giving you your own landing page. So Facebook kind of knows that it's kind of like, well, we're taking care of everything here. So they give you the highest cost per lead, I would say, okay? And the last one is messages, okay? Now, messages is pretty simple. The ad comes up, they click on it, and what it does is it begins a dialogue inside of Facebook Messenger. Now, this is really cool because at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do, right, is we're trying to have conversations with these clients. Now, let's go into pros here. The pros, okay, are traditionally, it's the lowest cost per lead that we find. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, which is, not only do I not have to leave Facebook, but also I don't have to take much action. I don't have to give you my phone number or email, right? I'm just starting a message. And that's why we see the lowest cost per lead. And it can also be automated using chatbots. Now, that's definitely a class that I'll be handling over in another video, possibly for you guys. But recommend looking into chatbots a little bit. But chatbots are really just like an automated messenger bot, right, that can have a conversation with your clients the way that you want them to. And you can kind of build it, and it's all kind of cool stuff. So we'll go into another class, but just know that it can automate some of your follow-up with these leads. The cons, leads can be skittish as they have no skin in the game, right? Like leaving their contact information. I find that when people are willing to take the time to put in their good phone number and email, well, those are the ones that are more likely to stick around and message me back or call me back, right? With these ones, they haven't put in their phone number and email. And if you don't have their phone number and email, they could stop the message at any time and not message you back, and then you're done, right? You can't really find it. There's not really another way to go about messaging them outside of Messenger if that's all you have. So anyways, guys, I just want to explain real fast here that all of these have different marketing objectives for a reason. Okay, let's go back here. And I'm just going to go through again one more time. I want to explain to you guys real fast, if you're a type of realtor, what you'd be looking for, right? So if I'm a realtor that really likes my information about my clients, I want to see where they're at. I want to see the properties they looked at. I need to see all that information, right? I really want to see the, where they're at, maybe what properties they looked at. And I really want to build my website because I have other traffic sources, not just Facebook, right? Engagement. This one is really good for some of you content creator realtors. Like one of you guys, so a lot of you guys that are really good, promoters or really good just like influencers that are on social media already. I really recommend this for you guys because if you have engaging content already, using engagement ads is just going to like 5x your return, and it's just going to make your channels blow up to the point where the traffic side of this or the lead gen side of this maybe won't matter as much. Maybe eventually you can just post an organic post, not run an ad at all, and get leads from it. Okay, so it's a little bit more of a long-term thing, but if you're already a social realtor, I really recommend this for you. Video views, kind of similar to engagement, using this to video properties, you're using this to record footage, whatever it is. If you're using video already or you feel like you would be very comfortable on camera and talking with other people, this is really great for you guys. Okay, messages. Messages is something that does require, I think I might have, yep, lead generation. Okay, so lead generation. This one I believe is for you guys that want the cold, hard, like I want name, phone number, email. I want as fast as possible. I want as many leads as I can get with, just that name, phone number, email, and I want to kind of hit them hard as soon as I can. Lead generation is probably the way to go for it, especially if you have a good budget, right? You don't have a really small budget. I think this is great for a lot of realtors that are good with just numbers, right? They understand that's a number game. They're willing to call as many people as they can, take those numbers, and then convert them. And the last one is messages. Now this one is I would say is a bit more for the techie side of people that require that need to do a bit more when it comes to or don't need to do a bit more, but are a bit more comfortable with messaging people. They understand the flow of dialogue, right? When it comes to messaging people, how people respond, and are actually, if I'm being completely honest, are pretty good at also profiling people because you can see their profile images and maybe a little bit about their profile unless it's on reserve, and you can kind of get an idea of who these people are, what are their interests, hobbies, whatever. You can kind of start developing a personality profile for them and respond to them in different ways. And it does require a bit of skill and finesse, but if you're good at it, you can have the highest ROI for messages because, like I said, it's traditionally the lowest cost per lead. Okay, so guys, I know this is a lot of information today, and I'm hopefully that this makes a lot of sense to you guys, and hopefully one stood out to you. And you're like, okay, that's the one I want for my business. Because if so, I'd love for you to comment down below and let me know which one it is. And if I get enough comments, or maybe that comment gets enough likes, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll make another video for you guys specifically talking about that marketing objective and going a little bit deeper, maybe going into the ad sets or the ads themselves. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Please click the subscribe button down below. If you want, also click down below. We're going to have a link that says if you want to schedule a meeting with our broker, or if you guys want to join one of our classes here where I teach these realtors, feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to be accommodating to all of you guys. So hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.